going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, and welcome to Track Talk. I am your host, Dominique Smith, and it is Sunday. It is Sunday. We just got done with the preliminary rounds of the women's 400, the men's 400. They ran the marathon this morning. The 10K is about to set off shortly, and we are watching some field events, but I wanted to just do a quick episode just to kind of recap everything we saw. Do me a favor, go ahead, and if you have social media, go to Lactic Acid Podcast on Instagram, follow there. You can go to fanhubtf.com, go to the area where it says shop, and then scroll down. I'm gonna put all this in the bio, don't even worry. Scroll down to where it says Lactic Acid and get your Lactic Acid merch. Get yourself a water bottle, a t-shirt. We have some new stickers and all that fun stuff out, so be sure to check that out and get that merch. We will be doing a little discount coming up soon, especially with school and everything started, and just to cap off these wonderful world championships. And Twitter, you can follow us there. Follow me, Dom Smith _news and Lactic Acid _pod. Oh boy, man, it has been an incredible start to the World Championships. And I just wanted to recap it. This is going to be a quick episode. We got a little bit of a break. Obviously, things are going on right now. And in that break, I'll edit this and post this. But just wanted to recap a couple races. Got to start off with the men's 100 USA sweep. And I will say this, I picked Trayvon Bromell to win. He made the medal stand. Marvin Bracey Williams finished second. Fred Curley, pride of Taylor, Texas, finished with the gold medal. It was a little cool in Eugene yesterday, so the times weren't what we saw in day one. Obviously, Curley popped it off with a 9:79 and ended up running 9:86. Excuse me. Bracey 9:88, and I forgot the one for Bromell. It was in the low 9.9s. What a story. What three incredible stories. And I encourage you to look up Fred Curley's story, Marvin Bracey Williams' story, and Trayvon Bromell's story. Fred Curley came out a couple years ago and said that he was going to leave the 400, head to the sprints. I thought it was crazy because he had just run 43.6 to win USA's and ended up, with a medal in the world scene in the 400. So I was like, man, it's his for the taking. And as I'm watching right now, USA just got a medal in the hammer. And so we're balling, y'all. We're balling. The Hayward magic is real. The incredible performances are just incredible, for lack of a better term. But I tell you, we got a gold medal. Oh, snap, we doing it. Okay, second gold medal in the field events. We hype up the field events here on the Lactic Acid Network and Track Talk. So, I'm down with that. But back to the 100, man. And then Curly, you just look at all the things that he's overcome in his life. Just how he got there. There was a story written by a London publication over in Great Britain that kind of talked about the things that he had to overcome, growing up, being raised by his aunt. And then obviously, Fred talked about it. You start off, he walked on in junior college. From junior college, he goes to Texas A&M, runs 43.70, which I believe at the time was the NCAA record. If I'm not mistaken, it was something crazy. I think it was. And then Michael Norman ended up breaking it at USC. And now he's a world champion. The 100. And then I do believe he's going to medal. Listen, I said it in a previous show, Fred is a dark horse for that 200. I'm picking Arian. I picked Arian. I think Arian's going to be motivated by everything that happened between him and Noah. But don't sleep on Fred, especially now that he has a day off. And then there's an additional day before the finals. Listen, don't sleep on Fred. Fred may go 3 for 3, win medals in all 3 events. Listen, put him on the 4x4 if you have to. And we will get to that briefly as well, but it is incredible to see his journey. Marvin Bracy Williams. I remember watching Marvin run in high school because Marvin, his high school was about 10, 15 minutes away from my high school, and they would come to run at our high school all the time. He's from Orlando too. And so I've known Marvin for years because he ran high school track and field, just not locally, not just in the state, but in the country. It was Marvin Bracy. And so I've seen it over 10 years, at least 12 years. Obviously went to play football at Florida State, and just the things that he's overcome. And obviously repping for the 407. It's just incredible to see because he's the guy. Very few people picked him. Just call it what it is. I thought he would make the final, but he showed that he's the real deal. He's what all the expectations that people had about him in this event. He is doing that and then some, and I'm truly happy for him. Trayvon Bromell, the way he honors God and glorifies God and what he does in his running is truly amazing. Please go look. Aaron and Joshua Pasta, 2 Black runners, interviewed him last night out in Oregon. It was one of the most incredible interviews that I've got a chance to see. He has overcome so much, man. Bromell said $300,000 he spent going to try to get this Achilles looked at, had a letter written to his agent saying that he was going to quit the sport. Before he went to Reina and his group, they were saying, jump on one leg, jump on one foot. He couldn't do it because his Achilles was not intact. I felt like he had to win. But to me, even though he came in 3rd place, there was not a loser on that medal stand. I felt like he had to come in 1st place. I admit I was wrong. He went. People could call it a moral, trophy. It's not. When you've overcome so much and you give hope to so many people, you're winning. And I think Bromell, the best is yet to come for him. And so it was unique to see. Oblique Seville, watch out for that young kid. that dude impressed me a lot. Moved to the women's shot put. Jay Zealy brought it home first time in history. Yeah, in history. And I want to look up a name because the USA is straight up balling right now. And it's just incredible to see. Now, I will say this too. We did, and what by we, World Athletics. Why in the world are we not doing a medal ceremony? Why? It's just like a to-go meal. Like it's a drive-through. We got that. Come on now. Give these athletes what they deserve. I'm going to talk about that in the podcast. That'll be released Tuesday. But wanted to give a shout out. I said, just mentioned Chase and shot put. Brooke Anderson just won the hammer. Isn't that crazy? Brooke Anderson. Now let me go back. I'm going to mess her name up, but Janae, and I don't even want to mispronounce her name, but the USA, we got 2 on the medal stand, 1st and 3rd. Shout out to Cameron Rogers of Canada who took silver. we are balling right now. So I definitely wanted to give credit where credit is due in the field events. Man, the women's 1500. I said this before and I'll say it again. And this is just a mini preview. Sinclair Johnson, I don't know where she's going to finish, but I feel like she is going to finish on the medal stand. I said it before, I'll say it again. She's going to medal. Watch out for Corey McGee. Corey McGee looks good. So I'm really excited about our chances in 1500. And then quickly, because like I said, this was meant to be super quick. The women's 100. I think it's going to be a Jamaican sweep. I really do. I really do. I really do. I don't want it to be true, but oh man, they look good. And here's the difference between yesterday and today. Yesterday, it was 60. It was cool outside. It wasn't a warm day at all. And I think it was Fred Curley who kind of alluded to it. You know, it was a lot cooler, and so naturally you're not going to run as fast. It's not cooler today. The sun is out. I have seen people say it's you know, kind of warm and all of that. I just do not see, I do not think a world record will be broken. But I do believe that Shelly Ann Fraser-Price will come in first, and Elaine Thompson comes in second. And then I believe Shericka Jackson comes in third. The one person that I will bank on to maybe mix to stop that Jamaican trio, based on what I saw yesterday, for the United States, I believe it will be TT Terry, because she looked really good yesterday. I think she looked the best of all the Americans. Dina Asher Smith, yo, man, she looked. If anybody saw that coming, let me know, because maybe something's wrong with me. I didn't see that coming. And so I think Dina Asher Smith is somebody that we need to watch out for, to kind of rock the boat on that, you know, on the bronze. Now, I will say this: Elaine Thompson didn't look too great yesterday. Granted, I give her the benefit of the doubt. She's a champion, and so she knows how to race. But the crowd's going to be lit. It's going to be a very exciting atmosphere. I think Shelly Ann Fraser-Price pulls it out at 10:57. I think Elaine Thompson comes in second with a 10:67. And then that third spot will be between 10:72 and 10:79. Right now, I'm going to give it to Shericka Jackson. But if Dina Asher Smith can capitalize on the great day that she had yesterday, listen, I think she will be in that bronze medal spot. Men's 10K, I am going with Grant Fisher to pull out the upset. I have the American record holder winning this thing. And so, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and do a quick recap of just a few things that stood out to me. I am also on Runner's World. I am working with Runner's World for a little project that we're doing. And so you can definitely check out the work there, as well as fanhubtf.com. There's a lot of great people who have been on the show as guests who are out there in Eugene, balling out, doing incredible work, whether it's Two Black Runners, you know, Real Talk, all of those. Please be sure to follow them. And last note, I think Michael Norman will win the men's 400. Watch out for Wade Van Niekerk. Wade looked good. Wade looked the best of any runner in that preliminary round. He has 2 days off, and then he has another day off after the semifinal. Wade, don't be fooled. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, I appreciate you guys as always. We're gonna be doing some episodes where I kind of break things down a little bit more with the Lactic Acid podcast. That will be released more than likely on Tuesday, and so we'll recap a lot more than this. That way, we'll talk about the hurdles and Karsten Warholm and how he looked not too bad at all either. And we'll just talk specifically about issues. We'll go in detail a little bit with the Randolph Ross situation, which was sad. You hate to see that, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll recap the results of the women's 100. We'll talk about what we've seen in the men's 200, specifically the opening round, and we will go forth from there. So definitely be sure to subscribe to all the places. Please click that notification bell, subscribe to the YouTube page, because we got great content coming out throughout the World Championships. And this has been this latest episode of Track Talk. We'll catch you next time. Peace.